For desperate Syrians trying to flee to safety, it seems that life gets worse no matter which direction they turn. The UN has criticized Turkey for allegedly deporting back some 130 Syrian refugees thought to be involved in border violence over living conditions. And Israel has some alarming numbers about people seeking shelter there. While in Jordan, as Lucy Kafanov reports, life in emergency camps is often hopelessly grim.
They come here by the thousands, carrying meager belongings and painful memories. At the Zaatari refugee camp in Jordan's desert, a shortage of nearly everything has turned daily life into a battle for survival.
Everything is hard here. We don't have clean water to drink, and it makes the children sick.
For others, despair has turned to anger.
Inside the camp, there's suffering. In Syria, we're suffering. Why is the suffering still going on? Why? To hell with human rights, to hell with the world, to hell with the big countries.
But those living in camps are only the most visible part of the problem, the tip of the iceberg in a disaster that is far more vast than meets the eye. Around 80% of Jordan's Syrian refugees live in cities and towns. Many of them are concentrated right here in Erbil, about 20 kilometers from the Syrian border. And while camp life certainly is hard, urban refugees have problems of their own. Abdullah brought his family to Jordan after their home was destroyed in the war. They now share this two-room apartment with another Syrian family.
We thought we couldn't stay inside the camps because of our children. We found this home, but we can't barely pay the rent. There is no help with food or supplies for people like us. No one has mercy on us.
This mother of 6 also lives here. She tells us her daughter hasn't had milk in 3 days. They've run out of money, and they don't know where to turn to for help.
Life is unfair here. It's full of humiliation. How can we live?
Aid groups call them the invisible victims.
The camp is the one which is the easiest to see. Whereas if you have families who are spread over a small city, of course they're much more difficult to find. They tend to remain isolated. They very quickly run out of means because many of the families who have arrived lately do not arrive basically without anything.
Local charities catering to urban refugees do exist, but they're struggling too. This clinic for Syrian refugees depends entirely on donations, but it hasn't been able to buy new medicines for days. The money simply isn't coming in. And that means no medication for this Syrian baby, at least for now. Just like the countless refugees languishing in camps and struggling in cities, his parents will have to wait in hopes of help. Lucy Kafanov, RT, Jordan.